Well, we're learning more today about the investigation into a wrong-way head-on crash last month that led to a Minot area high schooler fighting for her life in the hospital. 18-year-old James Feeley faces a C felony charge of criminal vehicular injury. He appeared before a judge for the first time today. Investigators say he was driving westbound in the eastbound lane on Highway 2 the night of January 31st when he collided with a vehicle driven by 18-year-old Tiana Weeks, also of Minot. In the affidavit filed in the case, investigators say Feeley admitted to them to drinking 12 bottles of liquor and smoking marijuana wax. Police found open alcohol bottles and smoking devices in his car. Now, the court set Feeley's bond at $4,000 post 10%, which he posted today. He'll be arraigned on May 9th. Now, Weeks, a senior at Bishop Ryan Catholic School, has been hospitalized since the incident with life-threatening injuries. According to a Caring Bridge page that was set up on her behalf, an operation on her skull this week was successful. We'll have a link to that page in this story on our website.